Motorcycles are dangerous. They will never be safe. We don't ride them because they're safe. We are totally enamored with the whole thing because they're inherently dangerous.
There's a big difference between confidence and cockiness. You have to earn confidence.
Skills are definitely not enough without judgment. Proper judgment comes with practice. Just getting a motorcycle and saying, I can go 150 miles an hour, that's poor judgment.
There's only two types of riders out there. It's those who've gone down and those who are gonna go down.
Over the past 5 years, there was 300 Marines and sailors that have been killed in motorcycle accidents. The majority of those 300 were on sport bikes. That motorcycle purchase for a Marine is not just about the motorcycle. When you're in the military, you're surrounded by people almost 100% of the time. The motorcycling aspect of a Marine and a sailor's life is that one-on-one time where they're out there just riding by themselves. They don't have to worry about everything else that's going on around them. They have to worry about what's in front of them.
That's one of the greatest things about a motorcycle is when you strap on your motorcycle helmet, a lot of your problems go away and you feel free. And I mean, it's a feeling like you've never felt in the world. That's why we do it. We love it.
You get on a motorcycle and you experience a kind of freedom that, you just can't otherwise, and every time you come to a corner, you have a challenge on your hands.
Probably one of the most important things to know as a new rider is that you have to have technique and fundamental before you can have any sort of speed. If you go out there and you try to have speed or try to be fast before you have fundamentals and techniques, you're probably going to wind up getting hurt, and then you'll end up selling the bike, and it's just kind of a waste of time. You have to slow down and learn the fundamental and the technique, and then you get smooth. And then as you get smooth, you tend to get confident because everything feels really good. And once you get confidence, then you want to go fast. You can't expect to get fast before you have fundamentals and techniques. You'll end up getting hurt.
The main thing with riding any motorcycle is picking the right bike for the situation, whether it's street or dirt, picking the right gear. You got to have your leathers, your helmet, your goggles, your gloves, your boots, just all the proper stuff.
And this is what I always consider the most important part of any time you're riding a motorcycle is the helmet. This is a high-end helmet. It's DOT and Snell approved. What kills me sometimes is guys will go buy a brand new bike and spend all this money on performance or looks or whatever, and then spend $100 on a helmet. That's the worst thing you can do. You gotta protect your head with a good high-end helmet.
When you get on a bike, you want to get on a bike that you feel comfortable on. A bike that has a lot of power is going to be more difficult to ride if you have less experience. The more experience you get, you learn to use that power to your advantage, but it takes time to get to that point.
You can't learn on the bike that the best guys in the world ride. You just can't learn on it. And that's okay. You just don't go from A to Z. You got to go A, B, C, D, and that's how it works.
People buy the wrong size bike for their skill level all the time. It's really sad, people crash, get hurt all the time, and it's mostly because of that. Sometimes they're not even trying to ride it like a hot dog or anything. It's just too much bike, plain and simple.
Horsepower doesn't hurt people. It's not the bike. It never was the bike, and it's never going to be the bike. It's who sits in the saddle. The guy who's sitting in the saddle either knows how to do it or he doesn't know how to do it. The fastest bike in the world is a tame pussycat in the hands of a trained rider. The slowest bike, a moped, is a deadly instrument in the wrong hands. So how do you get from rank beginner to how to do it really well?